Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread here for Sunday, June 22nd, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Excited for Sunday's action. We got a couple on the MLB on the Diamond, and then we're going to wrap up NBA here with a big game 7 on the slate here to finish off the weekend here. Cover the Spread on the Sunday and finish off the NBA season. Should be a good one. As always, we'll get to the cappers, see how they're doing, and then we'll get right to the plays we got rolling for you here at Cover the Spread. So let's get started with Al. How are you doing here on the Sunday, Al?
Doing good. Looking forward to this NBA we got for everyone, and wish we could have more, but unfortunately, this will be the last game of the season, no matter who wins this one. So definitely stay tuned for that one, and hopefully we end the NBA season on a good note.
Definitely. And we've already seen some fireworks in the NBA off-season news. And so just think the NBA won't be long. We'll be right back talking about NBA as well. It comes around so fast. But looking for this, excited for this one here. We got a nice little game 7 in the finals for the championship. Who doesn't love game 7 for all the marbles, right? I do love it. Should be an exciting one. I don't know what Ramon. How you doing here on Sunday, Ramon?
I'm already hearing the tips on who to bet on in the draft. I mean, come on, let's finish the season here first. Just the way the networks wanted it with these two big markets, Indianapolis and Oklahoma City, a game 7. I'm sure they would have liked some other teams in there, but at least they got the 7th game out of it, and it'll be a pretty good one, I'm sure, here tonight.
Right? I'm quite sure the big markets would have been quite happy they wanted to see Boston Lakers going at it. But, wow, we got this here on Sunday. So I'm excited for it as a fan. And there are plenty of fans out here that are excited for it. So, hey, let's get to Sunday's action. First game we're looking at here, we're going to kick it off with the Tigers taking on the Rays. This is Ramon's game here. He's going to get us started. Detroit or Tampa here on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure, Rod. Or Tampa Bay here at home. They've started to kick it in gear here a little bit of late and trying to, hey, they're showing that they're Tampa Bay, man. These guys are always going to kind of be the overachievers a little bit. No matter what roster they throw out there, they always end up putting it together. Now, they got Zach Littell here going 3.88 ERA going up against Casey Mize. Mize is going to have a little bit better numbers here, but with Tampa Bay at home, they have beaten into this series Detroit in 6 of the last 8 meetings before Detroit came in here for this weekend set. And if you look at some of these numbers that Zach Littell against this Detroit lineup, it's pretty thin actually. The bulk of this lineup is about 14 for 62, including guys like Kerry Carpenter, 2 for 9, Torkelson 0 for 7, McKinstry 1 for 6, Keith, you got him 0 for 5. So I'm going to go with Tampa Bay here, and this one should be closely rated. I'm going to take the Rays at home against the Tigers in a pretty good game here on Sunday.
Hey, head on over to Al. What do you like hearing this one? Tigers or Rays here on Sunday?
Yeah, again, this is one I think you can look at a couple different ways, but I like a pitcher's duel here, so that does give me a couple different looks. I like the under is probably going to be my favorite play here if these two starters can show up. But you can also take the dog plus the half run in the first 5 innings if you're looking for a side out of me. But again, my play will be on the under in this one.
Hey, and for me, here in this one, I'm going to take a player prop. As Ramon alluded to, there's a lot of Tigers that are 0-4 in this one against Lytle going in this one. So I'm going to take a Rays prop. This guy's got a few RBIs over his last few games, and he's the leadoff guy. So give me Andy Diaz to get us an RBI there for the Rays in this one. I'd like him to get one. He hasn't seen Mize. I believe he's this will be the first time he's seen him. Doesn't matter to me who gets this RBI up. I'll just get some guy home for us to get us this RBI. But I know I'm looking at the numbers. This will be the first time that Diaz has faced Mize. So who knows what we're going to get? But I think we get a nice little plus price there with an RBI. Hey, let's head on over to the second game we got looking at here on the Diamond. And this is a game I like. We got Arizona into Colorado. It's a nice hot weekend in Colorado. Temperatures up in the 90s. And definitely going to see some runs and fireworks. And for me, looking at this one, you look at the Arizona side of things. We got Brandon Pfaadt going on the bump for Arizona, and hey, I give it to him. He's kind of turned around his little rough patch that he did have over his last couple starts. But how far does Brandon Pfaadt go in games? 5 innings at best. If he's rolling along and having a good game, a lot of times we see him giving up home runs, and especially here on a hot day. I think we might get the bad Brandon Pfaadt, as I call him. Fade that on the bump here, and I gotta fade that here in this spot. Colorado at this big price. I just can't help myself. I gotta take the Rockies here. On the Rocky side of things, we know it's Sensatel on the bump, and we've seen him have some rough outings as well, where he can get rocked and give up plenty of offense as well. But the squad, hey, 2-0 in his last couple starts. So are they going to try to make it 3? I hope so. With Antonio in Colorado and this one to get the job done. I'll take the plus price with the Rockies. How can I not? That's just one thing I've been fading that all season long, and I'll fade him again here in this one. And hey, last week we were on the Rockies, and they did us good. Let's hopefully get us a nice plus price again with these Rockies in this one. Well, I don't know where to Al. They're going to start here in this one. What do you think? Rockies or Arizona here on Sunday?
Yeah, well, I'm going to take the over in this one. We looked at a lower scoring one in the last one. I think this one, unfortunately, gets, fortunately, I guess, if you like offense. But I think we get to see a lot of runs in this one. As you mentioned, not the worst starters in the league, but we are in Colorado here, where any hit can get over the fence. So expect a couple homers to get us help us get over this total. And if you want to look at a prop, you got Brendan Doyle. That's got some pretty good numbers here against Pfaadt. He's got 4 hits and 7 at bats with a triple against him. So look for him maybe to get us an RBI. And also Sensatel, the Diamondbacks have hit him pretty well too. So while I do agree there's a ton of value on the Rockies here, I just think the Diamondbacks can help us get over. They got 27 hits and 88 at bats against him as a team. So expecting some runs in this one. Let's take it to go over the total.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Arizona or Colorado here on Sunday?
Yeah, the weather's heating up, and so are the runs, I guess, here in Colorado today. And I will look to a prop here. Yeah, you mentioned Doyle, man, great numbers. I'm going to go to Mickey Moniak. Rockies picked him up. Hey, he was heading, maybe his career was going to be over. I don't know, former #1 draft pick, but Rockies picked him up. And you know what? He's made a little bit of an impact with this team so far since joining the Rockies. So good to see Moniak still hanging on. I mean, doesn't deserve to be out of the game. And hey, he's had some big hits here over the last couple of weeks, part of that winning streak the Rockies had on the road last week. So I'm going to take Mickey Moniak for an RBI in this one. We're going to be looking at a big total. I'm sure it'll affect the price a little bit, but maybe you could get even money here or a little bit better with Moniak here in this one. Give me the prop on my man, Mickey Moniak. RBI
for Rick Moniak. Moni with the Moniak. I like that. I'll definitely have to tell you with that one there, Ramon. Hey, let's head on over to the big game 7 we got rolling here. Pacers, OKC. Who's going to hoist the championship? Definitely going to find out after the end of this game 7. This is Al's game. He's going to get it started. What do you like here in this one? Pacers or OKC here on Sunday.
Yeah, we got the Thunder again, the rematch at home after losing Game 6, 108-91 in Indiana. Now, one angle I'll be looking at here is the first quarter, which OKC's won all 3 of at home so far in the series. They won Game 1, 32-22, Game 2, 26-20, Game 5, 29-20, and even won that first quarter in Game 6, 32. Sorry, I think I got my numbers wrong in this one, but they won that first quarter before actually a terrible fourth quarter to lose that game. But yeah, they were up 32-24 at the end of that first quarter in Game 6 as well. So especially after that rough ending to Game 6, I expect the Thunder back at home here, where we've seen them be a lot better than what they've done on the road. I expect them to come out strong. They're laying 3 points as of right now in the first quarter, and I expect them to cover that for us. Again, not just coming out because they're mad at the loss they took, but This is where they've played their best basketball all season long. And again, just they've done it throughout this series as well early. So I expect them to cover this -3 for us here early in the first quarter.
Hey, that wraps up. No, it doesn't wrap up. Hey, we got to give you a play here on this game. So head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in the Pacers? Okay, see you here on Sunday.
Yeah, wow. This total dropped because, hey, it's game 7, right? So we saw the drop of about 7 points off of the average total in this series. No doubt. We're lowered because it's game 7. I don't think there's any other reason. We don't have any outstanding injuries other than what we saw. Halliburton came through big time with that game 6 performance. So I get it. I understand it's game 6, but why do you think that these totals have been high, right, for an NBA Finals? I would have thought early on. Now it did go 3-3, I think, in the 6 games, but I'm going to go over in the matchup here. Indiana, 12 of their last 17 on the road have gone over. We've seen the games at OKC kind of trending over, and also Indiana as a road dog this season, 23-11 to the over here. So I'm going to go over in this one with the 215 here in NBA Finals game number 7. Give me the over on Sunday night.
Yeah, for me here, this one, I'm going to look at it a little different. I'm going to look at the first half. I think you get a slow starting game here in the first half. We've seen plenty of numbers that lead to that. Pacers all season long in that first half, 31-16 to the under on the road in the first half this season. And in these playoffs out on the road, 7-3 to the under in that first half are these Pacers as well. And then you look what OKC's done at home in these playoffs. Low scoring in that first half, 9-2 to the under in that first half here in this one. So it opened at 108. It's on the move downward. So I'm looking at 105 and a half in most places. In this one, I still like the under. I think this is going to be one of those slow pace games to start off. It's just what you see here in game 7s. Nobody wants to lose it early, and all of a sudden you're down 15, 20 points when you look at something that quick in the first quarter, first half. So I think it's a close, tight game, which leads to these unders, and we've seen these numbers. So give me the under 105 and a half here in the first half in this matchup. Second half, man, we can see some fireworks as always. Because as Ramon alluded to, these numbers in the second half have definitely increased, especially when it's all on the line. Excited for game 7. Can't wait for it. Hey, that wraps up the cover the spread here for Sunday. As always, let us know what you think in the comment section below of the 3 games we covered here on Sunday's action. And we'll give you a quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at, we got the Rays taking on Detroit. This is Ramon's game. He says take the Tampa Bay Rays in that one. And then I got the Rockies over Arizona. I like that. Give me the Rockies at home and that one at a plus price. And then we got Al here on OKC -3 in the first quarter. That hometown crowd gets OKC hot. They come out hot. So lay the 3 there in the first quarter. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Let's end the weekend strong. And as always, let's do what we do here. And that is cover the spread.